Holla! Hey, what's up, reefers? Welcome to another episode of HollaAtChaReefBoy YouTube video. Today is a very exciting day. You know why? Woo! It's been a long time. I know. I owe you guys an update. Some of you have been messaging me on Instagram asking when the next video coming. As you can see, yeah, a lot has changed since the last video. I think the last video I posted was about the Regal Angel. Unfortunately, one of the updates I had to do was I had to get rid of the fish because that fish was starting to nibble on my SPS, and I was sad I had to get rid of it, but it is what it is. You know, for the whole sake of the reef, I could not have one fish just decide to go munch on them because polyps weren't extending, and I was like, could it be the angelfish? I mean, knowing that it could have well been, but it was a captive bred angelfish, so hopefully my chances of keeping that fish was higher. But unfortunately, as it got bigger, it decided to have an appetite for the acros, and I had to get rid of it. I was super sad. Meanwhile, the tank has gone through a lot. I think 10 months ago I posted the last video, and a lot has changed with this tank. One of the big change is during the summer, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you notice that during the summer I had a huge AC mishap where my home seat died. And you know, living in Texas, heat is an extreme problem. So having the home AC is more than enough to cool the fish tank. However, if it's not working, oh boy, you're gonna have an issue. And guess what? Like many of you reefers, it seems like things go wrong when we're not home, right? When we're out of town. So that's what happened. I was out of town for a week in Florida on a family vacation, and sure enough, Neptune got a message, got an alert, say, hey, your temperature is warming up. And I was like, oh no, could it be the home AC? And sure enough, it was the home AC. So if you want to see more story about that, just go ahead and look on Instagram and go back towards the July-ish post. You can see the acros that I had in there, the corals that I had in there. Fortunately, all my fish survived. All my LPS and other corals survived. The only thing that didn't survive was my acros, and I lost about 90% of my acro frags. I was sad about that, but I have such a great reefing community. It's been awesome. People have been reaching out and say, hey, I'll send you some stuff when your system's ready. Local fish store owners reach out and say, hey, I have a freebie package for you. Stuff like that. I mean, it's such an awesome community, and I'm thankful for all the reefing friends and friends that has been reaching out to offer their help. But anyway, as you can see, the system is running, thriving, and growing. And of course, I got new acros in here, so lots to show you guys with this new system. And for future video, I want to show you guys probably the world's smallest Zoa garden tank. And I'm talking about Ocean Box Design Artisan micro tank. It's about 1 gallon, but I've been running that for as a test and for a year to grow out a Zoa garden, and you guys know how much I love Zoas. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looked like in a future video. If you want to see it now, obviously follow me on Instagram at HollaAtChaReefBoy, and you can see some reels of what the micro tank status is. Meanwhile, let's talk about this system. Man, it's been awesome, this system. As you can see here, the last video, you didn't see this big rock work, right? This is by AquaRocks. I reached out to them, and they were so happy to give me a custom rock design because they follow along and they love what I do and they love this channel, and they had no problem wanting to build me a rock that would complement this Big Bertha rock here and really this whole peninsula look. And so I decided that I wanted to make it a torch / Zoa garden rock. Over time, as you can see, the Zoa garden is filling in nicely. The torch garden is filling in nicely. And some of these torches are mine. I'm actually holding it for a fellow friend here in Houston as he's getting ready to move. And so I'm just housing some of his torch for him. And his torch has been growing galore. And I needed to call up and say, hey man, take your torch home. I'm just kidding, brother. All right, so let's talk about this tank. Let's talk about the livestock. Let's talk about the fish that are in here and give you guys an update, all right? All right, so let's talk about some good stuff here. Some livestock. I got, obviously my favorite pair here, the clownfish. Got some tangs in here. I'm actually adding a couple more tangs currently in quarantine. I'm probably going to add a few more wrasse in here eventually. But here's the rock that I'm talking about by AquaRocks. I mean, it's a work of art. Envisioning my Torch Island as well as Zoa Garden is filling in nicely. This rock, man, I love it. It really complements the big SBS rock very well, and just give this whole 360 look. Here's the big Bertha rock, which is pretty much going to be the Acro Island, the SBS Island. And even though I have the summer mishap, some reefers gave me a coral pack as well as local fish store. I got some from them. It's cool because now I get to fill it back up again and watch it grow again. And some of these acros actually survived the summer AC issue and came back to full color, so that was a beautiful thing. But here's a view of how the rockscape looks, and I'm really enjoying it. Let me know what you think of this rockscape. I had to move Groot, Ghani Groot there on the left to the back because I really had no more room in the front. So, and pretty much now you can't even see Groot's face anymore because the Ghani pretty much took over. And here's the other side of the view of the AquaRocks scape. Hello, my friends. All right, so for today, word of encouragement, I want to share with you something that is very dear and close to my heart. For all you prayer warriors, if you would pray with me, I have a family member that is currently battling stage 4 colon cancer. They got hit with the news about a year ago. It's a family with just 2 young children. And to me, it's really overwhelming to not only hear the news, but to see them go through this. And I can't even imagine what my cousin and his wife is going through. So if you can just bear with me as I share this word of encouragement, but at the same time, please join with me in praying. God knows their name and God knows who they are. In Isaiah 41:10, it says this: "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Time and time again, the Bible affirms and teaches us that God is always in control. You see, God doesn't promise us that we will never go through hardships, but He did promise that He will be right by our side to strengthen, keep, and protect us. God being in control of all things assures us that our circumstances will not overwhelm us, even at times where it feels like it might. You see, He has promised to be with us through the ups and downs and counsel us along the way. Now take comfort in that, my friends. You see, we can't always see how something that, what we're going through seems so difficult and painful that it can just work out for our good. But you see, God promises that He is doing just that. Someday in heaven, when this life is over, we will know why we went through what we went through. And then it will all make sense. But you see, in the meantime, we need to trust that our Father is over everything and knows everything. My friends, we must persevere, we must fight, and we must trust that God is in control, even when we can't see that it could be possible. You see, nothing is impossible with God. Now, knowing this, we can keep praying no matter how impossible the situation seems. So continue to pray to the Lord, who multiplied the loaves and the fishes and opened blind eyes and accomplished victory over death on the cross. So my prayer warriors, please remember to pray for my family member who is currently battling stage 4 colon cancer. So do me a favor, if you or anyone you know that has beat this stage 4 colon cancer, would you mind DMing me? Put a comment on how I can reach you so we can hear this story. I just believe that any encouragement will uplift my family member. So thank you for listening. God bless you guys. Amen. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that walkthrough of the tank, of the update of the tank. I'm really excited about where this tank is going. I'm really excited about where these acros, these colonies, these sprag, how they're going to look eventually. Just really excited. And so with this whole reef moonshiner method, things are looking very promising, and I'm really excited about that. So follow along and look for future video updates on here on YouTube. But if you really want to see a daily or a weekly update, I encourage you guys to hop on over to Instagram at HollaAtChaReefBoy, shooting a video on a phone like for a few seconds, for a minute, whatever, and just posting it. Those so much easy, takes very little effort. So I apologize to you guys for not giving those of you who don't have Instagram and have been following me faithfully through YouTube. Sorry again. I'm going to try my best to keep on uploading videos and giving you guys update. But I hope you forgive me, but at the same time I appreciate your faithfulness and enjoying watching the videos, as well as subscribing and following along. And for those of you who are new to this channel, I hope you follow along and I hope you get something from this channel, because in the end I just want to pass on, be a positive influence for you guys and just have fun while doing these videos. In the meantime, happy reefing, happy life, and God bless you. Holla!
Holla! Jesus love you. Please subscribe. Please like the